is a request to award joint county bids for 3D steel grids, herbicides, road signs, and traffic marking materials. This is something the Houston County does on behalf of the ACCA. This is something that we implemented, I think, during Chairman Culver's term as president of the ACCA, which is why Houston County was awarded the honor of approving all these bids for all counties in Houston County, all counties in Alabama, excuse me. But these are the items that we've been asked to approve. Any questions or objections to placing this item on the agenda?
No, Judge.
Item 3, let's start spending some money, is a request to approve the purchase of washer and dryer using capital replacement funds and approve accompanying budget. Mr. Dixon.
I like this part.
Sure. Well, you're good at it.
Getting good here lately. Good morning. So over at the jail, our washer and dryer, one of the sets of washer and dryers is at the end of its cycle. It is working, but it's getting in pretty bad repair. And anyway, I would like to replace that using the emergency capital replacement fund. The quote is $24,718.50. Anyway, you guys know that equipment gets used all the time. It's almost 24 hours a day that's being ran. So we need to replace it. And if we replace this, the only thing that's left over there to replace is one dryer, and then all the laundry equipment at the jail will be within 2 years old. So it should be good for probably at least 5 years after that.
Okay. All right. I was looking at the budget amendment. Is this correct, or am I just not looking at it right? It's got current budget 160. I guess this is capital replacement. The amended budget 160, net difference of nothing.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
The county policy for expenditures out of this fund is that the commission needs to approve them.
Approved. Right. So
But
we're not
there's no amendment to the budget. The budget has already been established for $160,000 in the current fiscal year.
okay.
And if memory serves, I think this will get us up to maybe 90 that we spent out of this fund.
I think so.
Okay.
We've got a couple of things.
Okay. So we can strike the part where it says and approve accompanying budget.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that will read request to approve purchase of washer and dryer for the jail using capital replacement funds. Period. All right. Any discussion or questions for Tommy? Any objection? Oh, sorry.
No. You said 2 weeks ago that you was gonna look at doing this.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's all the time you gave us for 2
Yes,
weeks.
sir. Yes, sir. I looked at it and I come before you guys pressing the button. Anyway, I think it would be money well spent.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to keep the laundry clean at the jail unless y'all want to start
No,
going over there and doing it manually.
no, I'm good.
No objection
No objection. All right. We're going to add that to the agenda.
All right,
Add
thank
no
you.
objection. Thank you. Item number 4 is request to approve budget amendment in the amount of $20,772.34 for reimbursement of the cost of repairs for a wrecked vehicle. And I had some questions about this. Is this, Peter, you and I talked about this yesterday. This is not, we got insurance money for this, but this is on top of
Yes.
the insurance money. So yeah, I put some information in your packet about the number of accidents that we've had in the county. This is an issue. I talked to Henry Van Arken, who's over CRS, and they are losing money on our automobile policy. The way he explained it to me, every dollar that we put into our auto liability policy, they're paying out 91 cents and some change. So you'd think me, because I don't understand insurance, well, if we're putting in $1, they're losing, they're having to pay out 91 point whatever cents. How are they losing money? Well, there's fixed costs that we have to account for as well. So they are losing money on our policy. And if you look at the trend line chart that I gave you, it shows that the number of wrecks that we've had in the sheriff's department has been increasing over the years. 2010, we had 3, and since 2021, we've had 8, 6, 9, 9, 6. Obviously, those are not all the fault of the employee of the sheriff department. But a good number of them are. And concern I have is that, you know, if we keep stroking a check every time this happens, we're not going to get the buy-in that we need to lower, reduce the number of accidents that we're having in the sheriff's department. So I will, you know, obviously we will do what the commission decides, but my recommendation would be to not approve the budget amendment for the sheriff's department to absorb this in their existing budget. But it's on the agenda. I know Major Rafferty will have some comments. So Major, why don't you make some comments and then we'll have some discussion and we'll
Yes, sir.
decide what we'll do.
I spoke with Kelly on this. This 20,772.34 is not county risk money. This is from the insurance company that represented the car or the vehicle that struck our vehicle on this. So we're asking it to go back into our budget to cover that cost. This is not county risk. The total cost for this vehicle is $25,772.34.
So say that again, I'm sorry.
$25,772.34. Now, with that,
That's the cost of repairs.
that was total cost of repairs. There's a $5,000 deductible through county risk. But this money was collected from the other party.
So we got 20,772.34
Yes,
from the other party.
is that correct, Kelly?
Really?
Yes. Yes, it is. So I'm just asking that to get put back in the repair
Okay.
line item 234. I'm not asking for additional money. But this is where they should pay for our vehicle and it shouldn't come out of our budget.
Yeah, yeah. So we got 20, the cost for, let me make sure I got this straight. 25,772.34 is called 25. That's the cost of repairs.
Yes,
They gave us 25,772 from their insurance policy.
yes. That's what was reimbursed.
And we're giving you 20,772.34 of that 25,772.34. So where'd the other $5,000 go?
The other 5,000, Kelly,
Yeah, Kelly, why don't you come up here since you're the insurance expert?
I'm just trying to add it up. Was that the deductible? The
that's-
$5,000
that
deductible?
5,000 was the deductible.
Yeah, I get that.
That back,
So
Okay.
we will get that back.
if they were able to get it back, yes.
This is all stemming from me, again, not knowing how insurance works. So explain it to me like I'm Kamala Harris. So we have this is an accident where it's their fault. Right?
Third party.
Okay.
We did not have full coverage and this was an older vehicle,
Mhm.
correct?
It was one of the older ones, yes.
Okay.
And when we don't have insurance, property insurance on an older vehicle, we have to pursue it with a third party. CRS is not involved.
Okay. Okay.
They don't have a dog in it at that,
So CRS is not involved in this case.
not in this one.
So if our deductible with CRS is how is so where does the deduct come in?
It's floating around out there.
But this is not a CRS deductible. Okay, I guess I was confused about that. So we have to pursue this person individually to get that deductible back. Okay, all right. That makes it a little bit easier to swallow. I'll be honest with you. Okay. Okay, any questions?
No, sir.
No, I have no objection.
Okay, any objection to adding this to the agenda?
No,
No objection.
All right, thank you. Item number 5 is a request to award bid for hot asphalt plant mix to lowest bidder meeting specs. Any questions on this item?
No, sir.
Any objection to adding this item to the agenda?
No objection.
Item number 6 is a request to approve preliminary plat for Grove Hill subdivision. We do have, Tyler, why don't you come up and talk? And we have some people here that may have some questions. I think we need to afford them the opportunity to do that, but why don't you talk about it first?
Yeah, so this is just a 38 lot residential subdivision that's I think obviously was planning on developing off of Wicksburg Road. it meets our specifications. We've reviewed it. Have met our stormwater requirements and are ready to move forward with construction.
We had somebody that wanted to come forward and ask questions. Tyler, why don't you hang out and, if y'all will come up, state your name into the microphone and then ask whatever question or questions you have.
Sure. I'm Jeff Tomley. We own the land that's toward the school from the subdivision, and all we ask is that, and we did the same thing with the Tomley Bridge, is we want to leave the tree line. It separates our land from the subdivision.
Okay.
And that's just what we're asking, you know.
I'll, and y'all will correct me if I'm wrong. And I'll let him answer the question whether that tree line will remain, but we can't, the county, my understanding, we can't force someone to keep a tree line. Like actually, if someone brings us plans, and I didn't have time to share this with you earlier. If someone brings us plans and they meet our specifications, the law does not allow us to deny a subdivision.
Sure, but they can't come over onto our land and clean out the fence,
Correct.
correct?
Correct.
It's just they can go up to the property line.
Correct.
And we've had it in the past where they tried to do the whole line.
Oh,
You
really?
know,
Oh,
and so we want a little separation there between the subdivision
yeah.
and our land, and that's what we're asking.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler, I'll let you respond, but I mean, obviously, if they can't go onto your property. Now, if they did, that would not involve us. That would be a private property dispute between you and the developer. But Tyler, do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, if they disturb trees on somebody else's property, that would be between the property owner and the contractor
Yeah.
to work that out legally. The county would not be involved in that, but we do monitor their work through the, land disturbance process to make sure that they are following the plans that we approved.
Gotcha.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Any other questions?
No, that's it.
All right.
And Jeff, just a little bit, because I know on Tomley Ridge, y'all were concerned about the drainage. They do have two retention ponds in the plans for the drainage. So hopefully none of that'll get over on your property either.
That's fine. Hey, we want to work with people.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments on this item? Any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
All right, we have two privileges of the floor requests today. Miss Jackie, I know it's my fault. I'm not blaming you, but I only have one of them. Do you have the other one? I have the one,
The one's not here.
Ruth Page Nelson. Is she here today?
No.
Sure, but I didn't have the other one. So Mr. Gary, come forward. Gary's going to talk about the need for public disclosure in recovering taxpayers' money due to state audits. Mr. Gary, the floor is yours, and you know that exercise, you got 5 minutes. That's right. Thank you.
It came to light that there was some questionable spending of taxpayers' money in a rescue squad situation. Checks were questionable and so forth. The commission requested an audit from the state, is my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong on anything. The state conducted an audit and sent the answer back, and whatever the answer was, I don't know, but it appeared to be a liability on the person who did the spending of the money. My question is, what is the county commission doing to recover this money? There should not be a situation as to who the individual is, if he has access to media, if he's a fellow elected official or a friend. That should be done with a across the board application of making sure that the money is returned. And if the money is returned, is the county going to let the public know it is taxpayers' money? And therefore that money was diverted. One of the situations was supposedly a check written to a lingerie shop or something along this line. And now we have a vivid imagination of some of the rescue workers wearing nightgowns going to fight fires. That's not the issue. That's making light of it, of course. But this is something that needs to be addressed. I would ask that the county open a venue or a website or something along this line to respond to some of the questions that the citizens have. Keeping it to yourself or close to your chest simply raises questions of what else is going on, what else are they not telling us? And I would highly recommend that the county open up and they say, well, you know, it's public information, but you got to know how to ask the question, or even if there is a question. I do hold the commission in high esteem of taking the action of requesting an audit. And now that's only part of it. We need to respond to the audit, and what is the county going to do to recover this money? And with that, I appreciate your time, but we need to open up. People, you know, people don't trust the government, and we all know why. So communication is what we need to have, and I think the commission could do better. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gary. Yeah, I would love to be able to, I love sharing information. I do that quite a bit on social media and answering questions, but I've learned since I've gotten office that it doesn't matter what I say, people are not gonna believe me anyway. People just don't, they don't trust me because I am a government official. And I guess that comes with the territory, but to answer your question, which I don't always do this, you know, it is taxpayer money, but the money wasn't stolen from us. It wasn't stolen from the Houston County Commission, so we're not really a party to anything that goes on as it relates to all that stuff. And it has to be prosecuted, and that's not up to us to prosecute. That's up to other elected officials. And so, you know, we're waiting to see, just like you, what's going to happen, and we don't know what's going to happen, but if anything, we're waiting to see. And I promise you, you'll probably know at the same time that we do, because it'll be news. All right, Curtis is not here, so I'll entertain a motion. I think we have a motion. We have a second. All in favor, aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.